While Paris Olympic athletes continue to compete for medals, event organizers are having to defend parts of the opening ceremony, especially the tableau or show that seemed to resemble the Last Supper. Celebrities are reacting to the shocking Last Supper performance and not holding back their opinions. You might be surprised to see who spoke up and what they said. Organizers stated that the scene, which featured DJ producer and LGBTQ+ icon Barbara Butch wearing a silver headdress surrounded by drag artists and dancers, meant no harm. Paris 2024 spokesperson Andis Camp said, "Clearly, there was never an intention to show disrespect to any religious group. We really did try to celebrate community tolerance. Looking at the results of the polls that we shared, we believe that this ambition was achieved. If people have taken any offense, we are of course really sorry." Thomas Jolly, the artistic director of the opening ceremony, added that the scene depicted Dionysus, the Greek god of wine. He said there's Dionysus arriving on a table. Why is he there? First and foremost, because he is the god of celebration in Greek mythology, and the tableau is called festivity. He's also the god of wine, which is also one of the jewels of France, and the father of Sicana, the goddess of the river Seine. The idea was to depict a big pagan celebration linked to the gods of Olympus, and thus the Olympics. So maybe they did want to send a message of love and inclusivity, but not everyone agreed. Kansas City Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker spoke up about the performance, writing "This is crazy" under a screenshot of the scene on his Instagram story, before quoting the Bible. He also posted a 20-second clip of the moment on X, showing a clip of the Bible verse he was quoting, "God is not mocked." Candace Cameron Bure was another celeb appalled to see drag performers do what looked like the Last Supper during the opening ceremony. In an Instagram vid, Candace said, "To watch such an incredible event that's going to take place over the next 2 weeks and see the opening ceremonies blasphemy and mock the Christian faith with their interpretation of the Last Supper was disgusting. It made me so sad." And someone said, "You shouldn't be sad. You should be mad about it." I'm like, trust me, it makes me mad, but I'm more sad because I'm sad for souls. I mean, if that's what the performance did, then I definitely agree with her, and I'm not the only one. The actress received support from many followers who disagreed with anything that mocked the Christian faith. Next to weigh in was Rosanda or Chile Thomas. The TLC member was also impressed by Candace's thoughts on the topic, and after watching her video, Chile commented, "Amen sis, preach glory to King Jesus." Now, there were also celebs who did not share the same outlook, like Candace's Fuller House co-star Jodie Sweetin. Jodie seemed to respond to critics of the drag performance when she reshared a post from activist Matt Bernstein. The post read, "The drag queens at the Olympics were recreating the feast of Dionysus, not the Last Supper. And even if you thought it was a Christian reference, what's the harm? Why is it a parody and not a tribute? Can drag queens not be Christian too?" Jodie also shared a video from comedian Walter Masterson where he poked fun at the controversy surrounding the Olympic moment. Clearly, Jodie and Candace are not on the same page. Whoopi Goldberg also shared her 2 cents on The View when she said to critics, "Come on y'all, it's the Olympics, stop. They're not trying to do anything except talk about the history. They're showing you the history." Whoopi added that if you don't like what you see, you should change the channel and watch something else. Whoopi's co-host on The View, Sarah Haynes, also hit back at critics who might not have completely understood the scene. She said, "I get so tired of being beaten over the head with religious messages while someone walks along their life not living like Jesus at all." I mean, she does have a point, but still, it doesn't mean it was necessary. Russell Brand was another star who spoke out about the controversial scene on Instagram by asking his followers what they think the power and meaning of the ceremony is. He said, "Inclusivity is a beautiful idea, for surely Jesus loves all of us, forgives all of us, died for all of us. I do wonder what these signs and ceremonies indicate. I was in an opening ceremony once in 2012. Looking back at that, it was pretty crazy. Things have changed." Next was the Olympian herself, Caitlyn Jenner. On X, the gold medalist wrote, "Not really seeing how the opening ceremony image was more like this Greco feast as opposed to a more blatant mockery of Da Vinci's Last Supper." As an Olympian and a Christian, and you don't have to be either to see the absurdity here, I am outraged. Finally, the French entertainer Philippe Catherine, or the semi-naked blue guy who was in the show himself, playing the Greek god of wine, spoke out. Semi-naked blue guy told CNN, "Would there have been wars if we'd stayed naked? The answer is perhaps not, because you can't hide a gun or dagger when you're naked. You've got this idea of harmlessness when it comes to the naked man." And the idea of the origins of the Olympic Games in Greece, which are represented today, because when you see paintings, they're of naked athletes too, also with the idea that they can't carry weapons when they're naked. Okay, that was kind of confusing for me, but whatever. Clearly, these celebrities stand divided on the drag performance that went down at the 2024 Olympics. But what do you think? Which celebrity did you agree with, or do you not care either way? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all another time.